Imagine that you are sailing on an endless blue body of water. There are no people around. Suddenly, your compass needle starts spinning like crazy. Do you know that there is something hidden in the bottomless depths of this Atlantic Ocean that is still beyond the reach of science? Today, we will tell the story of a world that may not even be part of the world we know. Are you ready to dive into the depths of this bone-chilling mystery? Because today, in the world of mysteries, we are revealing the secrets of the second largest ocean in the world that will make your hair stand on end. The Atlantic Ocean is a huge body of water that is ripping apart the chest of the world. Its volume is so large that the entire continent of America and Europe can easily get lost in its belly. But our grandmothers used to say that deep water means deep mystery. Were they wrong? Not at all. The first mystery of the Atlantic begins with its name. The name Atlantic comes from the name of the powerful god Atlas in Greek mythology. But if you know the horror hidden behind this name, you will be shocked. Do you think the Atlantic is just a reservoir of fresh water? But listen. There is an area in the middle of this ocean where the seawater is still. But why do ships never return when they reach there? Bermuda Triangle. Yes, I'm talking about the infamous Bermuda Triangle. This triangular area located in a corner of the Atlantic is like a ghostly apparition. Hundreds of planes and ships have disappeared here in the last 100 years. No wreckage has been found. No bodies have been found. Many say it is an alien base. Others think there is a time tunnel or wormhole here. Imagine that day in 1945. 5 U.S. bombers were flying over this area as usual. Suddenly, the pilot's screams were heard from the control room. Everything went white. We don't understand where we are. Then their voices were silenced forever. No radio signal worked. The rescue plane that was sent to find them, that too has not returned. Is there something that swallows everything? But the Bermuda Triangle is just the beginning. Going deeper into the Atlantic, we find a tragedy that has been making the whole world cry for 100 years. Titanic. We all know about the Titanic. That cursed night in 1912, the ship that was called unsinkable, or that would never sink, was swallowed by the Atlantic in just a few hours. But did you know that even 100 years after the Titanic sank, strange lights can still be seen shining around its wreckage?
Deep-sea explorers have claimed that faint piano music can still be heard from the Titanic's cabin in the middle of the night. Is this a human imagination? Or maybe the Atlantic holds dead souls captive in its chest. But the Titanic is a modern tragedy. Did you know that there is an entire city hidden under this Atlantic? The people of this city were supposedly more advanced than us. The lost city of Atlantis. A name has been haunting people for thousands of years. Atlantis. The great philosopher Plato wrote about this continent. It is said that there was a heavenly city in the heart of the Atlantic. The people of that city, surrounded by walls of gold and silver, had magical powers. But suddenly, on a disastrous night, the waves of the sea came and drowned the entire city forever. Many think that this is just a fairy tale. But recently, satellite images have shown some geometric structures on the bottom of the Atlantic that seem to be human oil. So is there really a lost civilization still under our feet? Are they dead, or have they figured out a way to live underwater? It makes you shudder, doesn't it? The Sargasso Sea. The mystery of the Atlantic doesn't end here. Have you ever heard of a sea that has no shore? In the middle of the Atlantic is the Sargasso Sea. There is no land around it. Only the ocean currents from all sides surround it. There is no water current here. Even the wind seems to stop. In ancient times, sailors were terrified of this sea. because once a sailing ship got stuck here, it could not move due to the lack of wind.
The sailors would die after being stuck in the ship for days on end, even after running out of food and water. All that could be found were ghost ships full of skeletons. That is why it is called the Sea of Skeletons.
Deep sea monsters. Friends, do you know how much of the ocean do we know? Only 5%. The remaining 95% is still a big mystery to us. Especially at the bottom of the Atlantic, there are some creatures that you would think are creatures from another planet when you see them. Ancient sailors wrote in their diaries about a huge monster. Its name was Kraken. It was said that this monster would come alone, hug a ship with its slippery sound, and drag it under the water. You may think this is just a story, but scientists have recently found some giant squid, or giant squids, in the depths of the Atlantic, each of which is the same length as a bus. But it doesn't end there. In 1997, a strange sound floated from the bottom of the Atlantic. Scientists named it the bloop. This sound is not from a whale, nor from a submarine. But is there a monster under the sea that is 100 times bigger than a blue whale that the world still doesn't know about? Just think about that bone-chilling darkness where the water pressure is so high that it will flatten even a whole iron ball. In that hell, strange fish live. Some have light shining on their heads, some have no eyes, and some have mouths full of sword-like teeth. The Atlantic is like a secret zoo where only fierce predators reign. So far, you have heard about mysteries. But what does science say about mysteries? The audience always believes in logic. So is there no explanation for the Bermuda Triangle or the mysterious ship disappearance? Of course there is. Scientists say that a large amount of methane gas is accumulated at the bottom of the Atlantic. Sometimes when a huge gas bubble rises to the surface, the density of the water decreases. As a result, large ships in that place sink without any signal in a moment. It seems as if there is an invisible trapdoor under the water, and the mystery of the compass needle turning. Scientists say that in certain places in the Atlantic, the Earth's magnetic field works a little differently. This is called magnetic declination. As a result, pilots often get lost and have accidents. And according to many researchers, the mysterious lost city of Atlantis may have been an advanced civilization that sank in the eruption of a huge volcano, which has become a fairy tale over time. The Atlantic Ocean may one day reveal all its secrets to us. Or will all those truths remain buried under this blue water forever? What do you think? Was Atlantis real, or are aliens hiding under the Bermuda Triangle? Let us know in the comments. I am with you, Aliel. See you in the next video in search of a new mystery. Until then, be careful and stay curious. Thank you.